coming up from Fenway. It's the Yankees and the Red Sox coming up next. Now from the place proclaimed as America's most beloved ballpark, MLB The Show welcomes you to the Fens, Fenway Park in Boston, as we settle in for another evening of Major League Baseball. Tonight we'll play Game 1 of this 3-game series, as it'll be the New York Yankees taking on the Boston Red Sox. And hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here, Mike Side, joined as always by my colleagues Dave Campbell and Eric Karros. We'll hear plenty from them moving forward. But first, what do you say we get right to our starting lineup here? It's presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And they'll go to work against the no-hit kid from back in 2008, the slender right-hander Clay Buchholz. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Brett Gardner makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And this is grounded foul past Rob Thompson in that third base coaching box. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
2 straight fastballs to start things out tonight. He wants to establish speed early.
And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, and I can tell you right now, if he swings at this pitch in the dirt here in the first inning, you can bet he'll see that pitch a time or two more as this one goes along.
Swinging on the first pitch as this is hit out to Pedroia at second. On to first, and it's a broadcaster's dream at least to start the ball game tonight. 2 very quick outs now. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have, 0-1.
And if they're smart, he won't see anything close to his hittable the rest of the at-bat.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 2.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. There to take it is Scudero. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So they're set down 1-2-3 in the first by Clay Buchholz. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're dialed in to the show. And the starting lineup for those Red Sox, as presented by State Farm, looks like this. They'll match up against another guy who's starting to come into his own after spending the early part of his big league career in the bullpen, the young right-hander Phil Hughes. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. And the left-handed hitting Carl Crawford will stand in to start the home half of inning number 1. And here's strike 1 to Carl Crawford, playing in a new uniform and for a new organization for the first time in his career.
And I think apart maybe from Cliff Lee, Crawford was the real prize in free agency this offseason. And just the threat he poses in so many facets of the game makes him one of the most talented players around.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And a curveball that time, but it's grounded foul. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Hughes ready with the 2-2. Under this one just a bit, as this is a fly ball for the center fielder, Granderson. One down. Kevin Euclid will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. First pitch coming now from Hughes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
An 89-mile-an-hour fastball is not overpowering by any stretch, but it sure had him on his back foot.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2. The 0-2 on its way from Hughes. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Boy, a good curveball here. Just takes a sting right out of the bat, and all he can do is chop it on the ground.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Circle change there, called strike 1.
And I'll tell you, there is no better time possible to face a guy like this than with the bases empty and 2 away.
And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Gardner is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Red Sox turned away in the first. We played an inning in Boston. No score here on the show. The cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez, will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Now a ball lined toward right center. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. Throw is high, and it's over his head.
Leadoff double right there to kick off the second inning, and now they're in good shape to try and push across that first run of the ball game.
Curtis Granderson tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike 1.
Had a pitch to get down there. Just needs to square up a little better and make contact.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. No one out with a runner at second. And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Caught off the crack of the bat, they were going to be able to get him at first, but he's picking him up and putting him down and gets himself an infield hit.
Now he squares and gets one down. Throw to first, not in time, so now everybody's safe.
Well, this falls under the heading, getting it done any way you can. That'll go as an infield signal, so now the bases are loaded, nobody out.
Nick Swisher will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now here's the first pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And that'll be off the green monster in left. A run is in.
Well, this is just like a conveyor belt out there now. That's 4 straight hits they've collected here, and they'll just all keep moving up a base at a time.
Russell Martin will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. In there, no balls and a strike.
Getting that first pitch is very important when you got the bases loaded.
The 0-1 home to Martin. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
And if you're looking for a pitch up to hit a fly ball here, I don't think you're going to get one.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Pedroia on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Chris Dickerson will be the batter. And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, do not underestimate how important that potential third run is over there at third base. That would be a big one early on.
But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Grounded, foul.
Foul ball.
Ready with another 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. David Ortiz will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Good 2-strike curveball had him fishing that time. The ball gets away for a quick second, but not far enough that he can make it to first as they recover and throw him out.
Dustin Pedroia is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Yeah, and when you get strike 1 on the corner, you can expand that strike zone right away.
And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. 1-1 on the way from Hughes. Fouled straight back. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And now on 3-2, let's see if he gets a fastball here.
Swing and a line drive to left. And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game. He'll take the turn and head for second. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, and you want to talk about a doubles machine. This is one of the best in the business at the top of his game, and he rifles this one for, guess what? 2 bases.
J.D. Drew will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
And he'll be effective if he can keep that fastball down there.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And a nice job of keeping that runner right where he is.
And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Looks to me like he never got his arms extended on that one, and you can see it there on swing track. He must have been expecting that fastball to be a bit more inside.
Jacoby Ellsbury will be the batter. First pitch coming now from Hughes. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and that fastball showing plenty of life to it in these first couple of innings.
Fouled back. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-2 from Hughes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Brett Gardner is ready to go here as we begin the third. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
1-2 now.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. MLB The Show, your home for Yankee baseball all season long, as you get a look there at what's on tap for the Bombers over the course of the next 7 days. Robinson Cano is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Yeah, he starts him out with a nice breaking ball there. That's all about putting a guy back on his heels to begin the at-bat.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And I think he just turned and said, "Are you kidding me?"
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. So 2 are gone here in the inning for Mark Teixeira. First offering on the way. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And they run one in on him there as this is pushed foul off to the left, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. Throw to first is in time, though, so the drop third strike doesn't hurt him as the side is retired. Marco Scutaro will stride in now. He drove in his guy's lone run of the ball game yesterday afternoon. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And this is taken for a ball low, I guess, but I think Old Blue might need an eye exam. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and sometimes the tide of an at-bat hinges on an umpire's call. We could easily be 0-1 right now.
But a foul ball, 1-1. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
And this is still just a 2-run deficit, so that's good work there to find a seam leading off the inning. Now that'll at least bring the tying run to the plate with nobody out.
Michael McHenry steps in now. And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike one.
And this is a big opportunity here for a young player to prove himself to his new ball club.
And this is in the air to straightaway right. We'll see if it's enough to get that runner to third. Swisher is there, one away. Oh, and the throw sails. It's over his head.
It's kind of a cold night, so that grass might be a little dewy, and that ball might have just slipped right out of his hand.
Carl Crawford will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the first pitch. On the ground to third. A play at the plate. A collision, but he holds on to the ball, so the runner is out. Oh, and he paid a price for hanging on to that one.
Well, let's take another look, Matt. That runner's committed to scoring on the ground ball, and he's going to do all he can do to try to jar that ball loose. But an excellent job of holding on at the plate.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in, a guy who's moved over to third base this year with the arrival of Adrian Gonzalez, Kevin Youkilis. First pitch to him. And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1.
And with 2 outs and the number 2 hitter at the plate, this is a good time to steal, so you'd better keep your eye on him over there at first base.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's not in time as Crawford takes second with ease.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
And he's trying to drive in his first run of the season if he can get that runner in here.
And there's the good eye of Youkilis on display. It's 3-1.
And like most guys, the further ahead in the count he gets, the more dangerous he becomes. He'll lock in a zone now and hurt you if he guesses right.
But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Setting up at the knees that time on 3-2. Let's see how close this thing actually was. Pretty close, but that looked like the right call.
Adrian Gonzalez will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And after the 2-out walk, now is where you really need to make these guys pay.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Swinging a high chopper to third. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. 2. Boston strands a couple. They're down 2-0. Alex Rodriguez will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. rod, swings and misses at that one. He's in a quick 0-2 hole now.
And he is just in complete control out there.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
And that'll serve a useful purpose if you can go after the outside corner low and away now.
Fouled off into the seats behind first. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Well, even in his own ballpark, those fans down there can get awfully obstructive when it comes to foul balls. But he's able to lean in and take that one out of the first row.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Curtis Granderson. Now here's the pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Dive, but it's just past his outstretched glove for a base hit. So a runner at first with one man gone. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Posada. And he starts him out with, well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0.
Boy, the difference between starting out 0-1 or up 1-0 is huge in a hitter's eyes. He caught a break there.
It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
Maybe it's all in the mind, but it seems like the legs don't move quite as well when it's cold out, and he was out easily there.
Oh, and Ed Coleman's strike zone is contracting as we speak. It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
3-1 now. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Tough throw to first. And a low throw, but some fine dirt work there by Gonzalez as he digs this one out to end the inning. Down in order go the Yankees, but they're on top 2-0. Time for a look at the American League scoreboard on a Friday night. And as you can see, some of the action's just getting underway or will be starting a bit later. David Ortiz is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Might have had a gripe there. That looked to be off the corner.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. One away. So the leadoff man retired for Dustin Pedroia. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
I'm surprised he didn't take a whack at that one.
1-1 on the way. And this is hit well towards the hole. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Well, let's have a look and see where this thing is. Low inside corner, usually a good spot, but obviously they didn't do their homework because this is a guy that can handle that pitch.
J.D. Drew will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
And that was a great time to change up on him and make him try to reach out for one.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Oh, and a good job there of anticipating that pitch in the dirt.
From the stretch. Fouled back. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
And he'll need some new lumber if he goes after that.
Ellsbury awaits the 2-1. And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Ready with another 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And with the count full now, the runner on first should be off with the pitch here.
Now the 3-2 coming from Hughes. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
That's a foul.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he is called out at first on a close play as he just does get to the bag first to the side is retired. Nick Swisher will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
And he's really found that changeup here in the middle innings.
Now the pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So the leadoff man's retired now for Russell Martin. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Matty wanted to pull that thing, but the fastball got in on him too quickly.
Swing and a liner toward right center. And that is into the alley. Should be extra bases for Martin. And now Ellsbury will get it in off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Chris Dickerson will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, this just gets away from him, and now a fly ball could get him in.
Some movement in that Boston bullpen now as Big Bobby Jenks is up to get loose. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. But a foul ball, 1-1. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2.
And this is where you need to do some situational hitting. Just a ground ball up the middle here will get this run home.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Yeah, almost strike 3, but I don't think he broke the wrist, so that's a good call.
2-2 pitch on the way. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
And as we show you the sequence here, I think you'll see that really none of these pitches were in spots that he could do any damage. So when you look at this at bat as a whole, you can just simply say he got outpitched there.
Brett Gardner will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Ellsbury has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. The Yanks leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Marco Scudero will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. Now here's a fastball at the knees, and that location has paid off for him so far. It's 0-1.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, in general, the more you can work in that lower half of the zone, the more success you're going to have.
But this will get foul for strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And this is high for a ball, so from 0-2, he's worked it back to 2-2 now. Hughes ready with the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Yeah, tough play here, ranging up the middle. This was going to be trouble from the start, and this winds up being an infield hit.
Michael McHenry will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming now from Hughes. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. In there, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Oh, he airmails that one right over his head. And he is in there.
Well, this is a position he should be somewhat familiar with, but still, when you're not playing there every day, mistakes like this are going to happen from time to time.
Carl Crawford is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A runner in scoring position with none out. And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And this is swung out and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, 1 away.
And you just sense that maybe he's pressing a little too hard here with his new ball club. He just needs to calm down a little bit and not try to be an instant hero.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And now we'll see the third baseman, Kevin Youkilis. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
And remember now, you've still got a base open out there, so you could conceivably walk him and look for the double play.
And, looked good on the monitor, but it's 2-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
2-0 pitch, and that one's over for a strike.
And we've seen he'll go to that curveball when he needs a strike.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And that's going to set up a key pitch in this ball game.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This is normally a slam dunk RBI when you've got a big-time run producer like this at the plate, but he's not able to pick up the runner from third. You are not going to see that happen all too often.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that misses for ball 1.
And now you've got to make sure you can strand that runner at third base.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
And this is a guy you'd probably rather pitch to the corners instead of up.
That misses as well. It's 3-0. And I think right here you just go ahead and put him on.
Well, I totally agree. No sense even thinking about pitching to him now.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Now the 3-1 home from Hughes. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is hit to the right side, but it'll wind up foul down the line at first. Swinging a high chopper towards first. Red Sox settled for just the 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead it 2-1. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. Line hard, but foul. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
And this is a guy that can run into one every now and then, so he can't be taken lightly, especially in only a 1-run game.
And the fastball from Buchholz is on the ground for the second baseman, Pedroia. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, if he had a little offense behind him, he might be in good shape, as you can see by the numbers. Just 2 earned runs through 5 1/3. He's done his job.
Now here's a swing, and he's got the ground ball pitch working this inning. This one's over to first base. This is foul for the first strike. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And he runs and pushes one hard down the third baseline. There to get it is Euclid. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
You know, you never want to give up base hits on the mound, but this is really not the worst thing in the world. I mean, this guy's a threat to leave the yard on every pitch. If he wants to square around, be my guest.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Swing and a shot toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center.
Well, the scoreboard really hasn't borne this out, but it seems like every inning's been a stressful one for him. He hasn't really seemed to be in complete control out there, and he's facing another tough challenge right now.
Over for a look is Crawford, but this is a foul ball. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
And the Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
And this is near the line, but foul wide of first. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2.
Yeah, not at all productive there. That won't help the cause.
The catcher, Jorge Posada, will dig in. 1 for 2 thus far. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole, and bobbled out there by Pedroia. A run is in.
And here's a situation where he's probably keeping at least one eye on that runner at third to see if he's breaking or not. But once he bobbles this thing, it's all academic.
Nick Swisher will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. good curveball that time by Buchholz for the first strike.
And he has really hit a rough patch here in the 6th inning. He needs to turn this around quick or he will not be long for this ball game.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Dustin Pedroia will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. Carlos Silva will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's a swing and a fly ball without a whole lot behind it towards Swisher out in right. And he's got it for out number 1.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
So the leadoff man retired in the inning for J.D. Drew. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a good pitch there as Drew can't connect, and the count moves to 0-2.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. Solo home run that time for J.D. Drew. And the Red Sox have cut this to a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, he got out in front of this quite a bit, and I didn't know if it was going to stay fair, but you'll see here, this ball just barely hooks inside that foul pole.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And now a pitch on the way. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says third base umpire Raleigh McClure. It's ball 1. And now this is served out to left off the end of the bat. And that's a fair ball. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
This one's slicing the other way down the left field line, and that's enough for him to pull in with 2 bases.
Marco Scudero will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. A new pitcher to tell you about here as they turn things over to the lefty specialist Pedro Feliciano. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And he doubled earlier tonight. He'd certainly love another one right here.
Comes set, now the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Grounded foul. One out and a runner on second base. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Well, this one got up on him in a hurry, but he's able to stay with it for the out.
Michael McHenry will be the batter. 1 for 2, including a triple thus far. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. 1 for the Red Sox thanks to the Drew home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And as we've already seen the American League earlier this evening, let's take a look now at the National League scoreboard. Bobby Jenks is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Fouled back. Swing and a miss on the good fastball, and now it's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, and quick's the operative word. That came in there at 96 miles an hour.
And he waited on the curveball nicely that time as this is lined into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Chris Dickerson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. On the move is Martin. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good ball to throw on. He just tried to put a little too much on it, and it sailed high on him. That allowed the runner to sneak in there at second base.
He's ready now. The pitch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
And now here on 0-2, let's see if Joe Girardi elects to keep the bunt on again here.
Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that's in there, base hit. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Well, he gives this one a pretty good ride, but you'll see that high bounce takes it over the wall for a ground rule double.
Brett Gardner will try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing, hot shot to the left side. That's in there, base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Nowhere to go as he's tagged out between third and home.
Well, pretty much no way to avoid the tag as he was a dead duck out there.
Scott Atchison will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Robinson Cano will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. And it looks now like the hard-throwing right-hander Daniel Bard is up and throwing in the Sox bullpen. First pitch on the way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And how tough is it to come in right out of the pen and have to face this guy?
Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. Scudero over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-2 New York. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball that's lifted in the air out to Granderson in center field. One pitch, one away. one gone now for Kevin Euclid. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And Mariano Rivera is up and getting loose now in the Yankee bullpen. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And the one thing you don't want to do is start falling behind guys here. Now he can probably sit on a fastball 2-0.
Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now.
And if you miss, you want to miss inside. Don't make a mistake belt high out over the plate.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
And if he could have made that pitch on 0-0 instead of 3-0, this would be a different story.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
And Teixeira steps on first himself to record the out.
And this was a good comeback here from down 3-0. And you could tell he never panicked. He just made a few good pitches and winds up getting the easy ground out on 3-2.
So 2 gone in the inning now for Adrian Gonzalez. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And if they can get him here with a little luck, they may not have to face him again.
And there's ball 1. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
And give him some credit up there. This was looking like it could be a very quick inning, but at least he's been able to stretch out this at bat.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down by a count of 4-2. Mark Teixeira will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1.
And no easy task here to start the 8th. He'll have to go right through the heart of the order.
Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. 8th inning from Fenway. Yankees holding on to their lead over the Red Sox as you check out the line score through the first 7+ innings. First pitch coming. Fouled back. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
And they really need to pitch carefully here. You can't leave another pitch over the plate like that.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Got to be tempting to try to sneak a fastball by him inside, but you do run the risk of him really getting a hold of one.
Late swing as this is laced down the line. And Gonzalez takes this one over to first himself for the out.
And you'll see, this is a ball running out of the strike zone. A bit of a late swing, but he still manages to get pretty good wood on it. The problem was it was right to the first baseman, who takes it himself.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes and 2 out. And he misses and likely will get an earful here as that retires the side. David Ortiz will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
And this section of the lineup purposely goes lefty, righty, lefty, so that'll cause you some matchup trouble late in the ball game.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that is over the outstretched glove, a home run. A solo home run for David Ortiz, making it an even .350 for his career as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Dustin Pedroia will be the batter, 2 for 3 with a double thus far. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
And now you got to snap back in a hurry. You cannot dwell on that home run ball.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this ball will be chopped foul. And the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. J.D. Drew will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch here is reached for and hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is going to be in time to get Drew, and there are 2 away. Jed Lowry will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1.
And this has been yeoman's work out of the bullpen.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Swing and a miss, so the pinch hitter is retired. 1 for the Sox thanks to the big blow by David Ortiz. On to the 9th from Fenway Park. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 3. Mike Cameron is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Jorge Posada get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Slice down the left side, but foul. 2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And now they'll need to build on that 1-2-3 inning last time out, and that's a good start here.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Good 2-strike curveball had him fishing that time. The ball gets away for a quick second, but not far enough that he can make it to first as they recover and throw him out.
Nick Swisher will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And that's dead center for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled straight back. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, the key here is that he's able to finish off his release and get into good fielding position. That was important because this ball came back at him fairly quickly.
Russell Martin will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Boy, he's just sailing along now.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
And if he can get through this guy, that would be back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings.
Pitch on the way. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So they go down without a whimper here. Marco Scudero will step in now. Ninth inning save opportunity now as they'll turn this one over to the closer, Rafael Soriano. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1.
Boy, tough call to get on your first pitch of the ball game. He's thinking that was a strike in the bullpen.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. And that one started to take off on him a bit, but Teixeira is able to climb the ladder and pull it down for the first out. Michael McHenry will stride in, ground it out his last time through. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And he's got a dugout full of guys thinking, listen, kid, this would be a good time to get that first Major League home run.
In there, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Sign from Posada. Now the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. There to play it is A-Rod. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
2 up and 2 down in the 9th so far. This one looks just about to be in the bag.
Carl Crawford will dig in. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And the victory would be for Phil Hughes if the score holds where it is. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Good job there to close this one out as he picks up his first save of the season right there.
So the Yankees, of course, buoyed by a great start from this man here, Phil Hughes. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wasn't going to back down from anybody out there, Matt. He came right after these guys, and that proved to be a very effective approach.
So that'll wrap things up here tonight. For Dave Campbell, Eric Karros, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For even more, join us on the web at theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 4-3. A reminder that post-game highlights come your way next. Now from Fenway Park, good night, everybody.